All right, class, it's still on page 368. We're going to take a look at example 1, which is asking us to name the property shown by the statement. And this is our statement 2 times, parentheses 5 times n is equal to 2 times 5 times n. So our goal is to come up with the name of the property. So far, all we see is community property or associated property. It's going to be one of those, either addition or multiplication. Now, let's examine each side of the equation. So in the first side, we have 2, 5n. And in the second also, we have 2, 5n. So if you look at it, it's the same number in the same order. Nothing changes. Everything is still the same. The only thing that changed is the grouping. The parentheses, the number inside the parentheses. And the first one we have a 5 times n, and the second one is 2 times 5. But when we're dealing with grouping and the parentheses, we already know that's the associated property. That's where we have the parentheses, or we're just flipping them. So, and all the operation between these numbers are multiplication. So we can conclude that our property that we use here in this statement is the associative property of multiplication. That's what we use. Same numbers, multiplication, and parentheses as associative property of multiplication. So let's take a look at example 2. It's asking us to state whether the following conjecture is true or false. If false, provide a counterexample. And this conjecture that they gave us is just a sentence, a statement that we have to either agree or disagree. In case we disagree, we have to provide a counterexample. So it's asked us division of whole number is commutative. So far what we saw is commutative is only possible with addition and multiplication. So I would go ahead and say that's a false statement. So the statement is false in example 2. So now it's asking us to provide a counterexample. So we have to show why we say that this statement is false. So let's assume we have 15 divided by 3. Does this really equal to 3 divided by 15? Well, let's solve these two and see what we get for answers. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So does it really equal to 3 divided by 5? 3 divided by 5, we can simplify. 3 goes into 15 5 times, so we can simplify by 3. So that will give us 1/5 as an answer once you simplify. And we can clearly see here the 5 is different from 1/15. So one way to write in it is equal and diagonal bar across. So here, so this will be 5 is different from 1/5. Therefore, the statement is false and division is not commutative.